Just think of the worst hangover you have ever had, and that's probably what a bear is feeling when they wake up out of hibernation.
Look who's awake. Boo the grizzly bear came out of his winter den for a first taste of spring.
Have you ever gone into like a very dark room for a long time, then you go out, especially with all this snow, you know how bright it is? So when he comes out of the den, you definitely see him kind of squinting.
Boo is a 19-year-old grizzly that lives on the world's largest grizzly refuge on Kicking Horse Mountain Resort in Golden, BC. He was an orphaned cub who would otherwise have been euthanized, instead has provided integral data to grizzly bear research.
We've been able to learn a lot from Boo. So for example, for him waking up, hours of sunlight, that's been a big one. There's a little bit of sun that will creep through that den, you know, so we have sunnier days coming into the spring, longer hours during the day. Temperature, that's a big one, you know, temperatures start rising, it gets a little warm in the den. Although he does wake up before he actually leaves the den, you know, he's awake in there, he's grooming, he's digging around, he's rooting around, he's stretching. So finally when he's awake and he's ready to go, he's, you know, yeah, he's feeling it. The whole idea was to try and make this a concentrated version of what a grizzly bear habitat is in the wild. So this is the area where Boo would have poked his head out of. So his den, we're actually standing right on top of it right now.
Boo is provided a shelter so that he can den for the winter, but he actually makes up his own bed.
Go and we'll see exactly what he wants to make it with. So what kind of vegetation is he using for bedding material? It's usually grasses, fireweed, we have a lot of that around here. Then he's the one who does the fluffing of the pillows. They'll go into the den as late as December. You know, Boo this year went in December 5th. Younger bears, they'll maybe go into the den a little bit earlier. Reproducing females, on the other hand, they're going to bed fairly early on. However, it depends on their environment. Interior mountain ecosystems like this one, our bears are definitely, they're gonna go to bed. Whereas bears on the coast that might not have snowpack, that might not have a limited supply of food source, those guys may very well not go to bed at all.